This week on Dateline Schools, taking a look at some of the winter activities for the Blue Water College Access Network and telling us all about it. My guest all this week is the supervisor for career and college programs at St. Clair County RESA, Nick Beaudry. And Nick, we have one winter workshop under their belts already to happen last night. What do you have coming up for the rest of the winter months?
Well, to follow up last night's webinar, we have two panels that we're very excited about. One is titled Parent to Parent, and the third is titled Student to Student. I'll start with Parent to Parent. We have a parent panel that's going to have families that have taken their students through the college enrollment process prior, and they're going to be able to provide not only information, tips, and their expertise throughout the process to families that are currently going to it, but hopefully engage all families in a conversation that night on, what's the process look like, how things that they did and succeeded for their families, and then some of the things that you want to avoid doing to really help out families that may be going through it for the first time or adjusting to the changes that have happened over the last year or so. The second webinar, Student to Student, probably the one I'm the most excited about, is going to have college students in specific programs providing what it's like being a medical major, an engineering major, somebody that's going into skilled trades in an apprenticeship program, maybe law enforcement. And that panel that evening is going to provide high school students with an in-depth, behind-the-scenes look of the day in the life of what it means to declare that major or go after that associate's degree or maybe even get in that apprenticeship program.
And talking about the apprenticeship program and that's something that's kind of relatively new for what you're doing with Blue Water College Access Network, isn't it?
It is. It's new, but it's not new. It's entering the conversation more and more for high school students and their families. And definitely when you talk about it being a form of college or post-secondary planning. And in trades, apprenticeship programs, there's certificates and credentials where you can go into a specific trade or a skilled trade and in the hopes of gaining employment in a successful career pathway that will help you have a successful future for after graduation. So we're really trying to, once again, like we did on last night's webinar, we're trying to cover all bases to give families and students all the pathways and all the information so they can have that for the conversations that they have at home and in their local school districts for their planning purposes.
More tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.